A lot of these bags have definitely been on my wish list for a while. So I do foresee myself probably the end of the year, if not the very beginning of the year, getting a few items.
If you ever feel alone, 'cause yeah, sometimes we'll feel alone in a sec.
Hey family, hey, what's going on? Yancy here. Welcome if you are new, welcome back if you've been. All right, so today's video, you guys, is all about my mid-year wish list. But before we get started, let me just first and foremost say happy Mother's Day. All right, so today is Sunday. Happy Sunday, you guys. I definitely want to make sure I put this video up because I wanted to wish all of the mothers out there a happy Mother's Day. I hope you are enjoying, relaxing, having a great time, sitting in peace, sitting in quiet. Doesn't matter what type of mother that you are, and we appreciate you. All right, so with that being said, go ahead and take the time for you. Go ahead and enjoy this video. Hopefully you are sitting, sipping, enjoying, and I'm hoping that I can have you enjoy this day. So enjoy it with me. All right, so once again, happy Mother's Day, you guys. Okay, you guys, so normally I actually record on a different camera that has like a 4K and it's so amazing. However, I'm having a little bit of issues with it, so we are going to be recording on my G7X Canon. So hopefully the lighting is great, hopefully the quality is good, and we don't have any issues. All right, so either which way, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, so this is going to be my mid-year wish list, you guys. All right, so I normally tend to make these wish lists either at the end of the year, which is kind of like close to Christmas time, or the beginning of the year, because my wish list changes. I change a few things, I get a few things, I'm not interested in a few things. So it pretty much changes, I would say, at least 3 times throughout the year. So nothing really drastic or anything like that. So what I'm going to tell you about right now is actually going to be mainly bags. I think I have a few sneakers in mind and a few things that has to do with the home. All right, and again, if you are new here, if you've not been here before, I do have 2 channels. The other channel, which I should have already put up a video by now, that channel is called Home with Yancy Will, and that is all about my home. Everything there has to do with DIY, new furniture, updating the house, making it a home, and hopefully you can join me with that. We are pretty much almost 90% finished with the laundry room, and I love the way it's turning out. So go ahead and go over there. Definitely follow me over there, you guys. I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this wish list. Let me go ahead and just kind of tell you just off the top what is at the top of my wish list. So of course it is a bag because why wouldn't it be, right? I love my bags, I love my sneakers, but I think I'm definitely a bag girl, and a lot of these bags have definitely been on my wish list for a while. So I do foresee myself probably the end of the year, if not the very beginning of the year, getting a few items. Because I really want to get a few things before they either become discontinued or it just becomes very hard to actually get, or the price increases yet again. And we all know how that goes, all right? All right, so either which way, the very first item on my list, again, is a bag, and it's going to be the Chanel Trendy CC. So this bag has been on my wish list for years. I do not know what's making me not get this bag itself. More than likely, it may be the price increase because everything across the board has always increased when it comes to Chanel. And it's been quite irritating. And I think probably I'm waiting to probably go overseas, which I was going to do when we went, but I think we're probably now going to just, you know, go as a family, head over to Paris, probably London, who knows, and then just buy a bag there, because of course it always is less expensive over there than it is in the US. So I would love to do that, maybe at the flagship store. So I don't know, hopefully. So I think if that should happen, I would definitely let you guys know, but I definitely want a Chanel Trendy CC. That has been on my list for some time. All right, so the next item, you guys, is going to be, once again, it's a bag. It's going to be the Tory Burch Radziwill double bag. This bag has literally been on my mind for some time. Like, it's either one of those things where I'm thinking about it because I'm like, it's really cute and I like it, or it's like, okay, you know what, maybe it was just a trend, maybe I'm just, you know, thinking it'll work for me, but it might not. I have no idea. But for the most part, like, I'm to the point where I can't get it out of my mind. So I really truly want that bag. It kind of resembles the Fendi Peekaboo in a way. So I think I liked it for that reason. Because for me, I felt like, you know what? If I like the Fendi Peekaboo, let me go ahead and get the Radswell. And I believe that's how you pronounce it. If it's not, excuse me. But either which way, I was thinking more so, let me go ahead and get this bag because it is definitely significantly much cheaper than the Peekaboo. And if I'm feeling the structure of the bag itself, how the bag is made and everything like that, as far as like different compartments, then I might go ahead and jump into the Fendi Peekaboo. But for the most part, again, I like the top handle. I like the way it opens. I like the compartments. And I do love the different styles and material and color and everything like that. So this bag, for some reason, has gotten onto my wish list, and hopefully I could probably jump into getting that one the end of this year. But again, I'll let you guys know because you will see a video on it. Okay, so the next item on my wish list is actually going to be the Louis Vuitton on the go. And yes, I do already have a Louis Vuitton on the go, but that is in the GM. So I was looking to probably get something a little bit smaller. Probably the MM, not the PM so much, because I do like my tote bags to just be a good medium-sized bag so I can fit everything that I need. So I think the MM will actually serve a great purpose for me. The GM is great because I use that bag no matter where I go when it comes to traveling. It has become my go-to travel bag. It does fit comfortably underneath the seat. If I overstuff it, it does not, but I kind of have a way of getting it on the plane and sitting to where it's not sitting underneath and I'm not losing anything in it and I'm not crushing the bag itself. So either which way, it's good, it's held up, and I'm happy. So with that being said, I think the MM will actually serve a better purpose for me for just kind of like everyday use. So, yeah. All right, so the next item, once again, it's a bag, is going to be the Dior Lady Dior. I know this bag for a fact has been either you love it or you hate it. And that is just because of how it's made. So a lot of people love the bag. A lot of people literally can't stand the bag and have either sold it, taken it back, and it just is what it is, right? So I think for me, just kind of going back and forth with it, in my mind and what I can kind of like wear it with as far as like styling the bag or whatever like that, the different materials, the different leathers, just everything. I think with that particular flap that actually covers the bag itself for the opening, I think it works. I think the only thing that has been holding me up from getting the bag are probably the handles. I'm still on the fence with the handles itself because I don't know how I feel about like all of the clinking back and forth. If I'm not mistaken, I think all of the handles are like that. But I do just have to kind of just go into the store, and I believe the closest one might either be Miami or Orlando. I just have to check and see, and then just kind of like try her on and just wear her and just see how I feel. If I have no qualms about it whatsoever, then at the end of the day, she's gonna come home with me. If for any reason I have some issues, then she's not, right? So either which way, that's just what I'm feeling. But as of right now, the Lady Dior is on my list for my mid-year wish list. Okay, so the next bag on my list, you guys, is going to be the Celine Mini 16. I know it comes in the small, so I'm probably thinking about the small over the mini. However, I'm not really sure. I think the price is really what's getting to me, which if you think about it, the Chanel and the Celine Mini are comparable in pricing. So I think it's really just going to be, am I gonna go for the Chanel Trendy or am I gonna go for the Celine? The Celine is a very beautiful bag. You really don't see any kind of label. You don't see any kind of logo whatsoever. It's just a really sleek, beautiful, simplistic bag. But I like, surprisingly, the structure of the bag itself. I love the top handle and I love the way it looks. I'm not sure what color, and I'm still kind of like in a toss up as far as like what size, but I do love the mini Celine 16. So this bag is a really pretty bag. So I'm thinking she's gonna be on my wish list. And I'm thinking more than likely I might try to look to get her if not the trendy CC next year. So okay, so the last bag on my wish list, it's not the last item, but it is the last bag on my wish list, is going to be the Hermes Constance. So this bag has been on my wish list forever since I can actually just think about even putting up a wish list or whatever like that. I really love the way it looks. They really play with a lot of color when it comes to the Constance, and I like that as well. So yes, they have two sizes, and I think the 18 is the one that has the longer strap, which is weird. I don't know why, but I would actually go for the Constance 18 because the strap is a little bit longer, and I love for my crossbody bags to kind of like sit a little bit lower on my hip. So yes, the Constance is on my wish list. It's been on there for a while, and until I get that bag off of my wish list, it's going to be on my wish list for a long time. All right, you guys, so the next item is actually going to be this coffee table that I have been dying to get for the longest time. I actually had it on order, and what happened was it was back ordered for the longest time that it got canceled. So that is going to be the CB2 cement coffee table. Normally I'm not like a modern type girl when it comes to like design and it comes to you know, anything with the house. My husband's more like a modern type person, and I think my style is just kind of like all over the place because I like a little bit of everything. With this particular table, you would normally see it in, you know, houses that kind of have that like clean lines. You have just kind of like a stark, bare, minimum type design and, you know, style. So either which way, I think that's what that feels to me, and that's what that kind of gives off. But for some reason I love it, and I think just with that in particular, I think just with that particular coffee table, you can definitely style it up and it just looks so nice. So they have a white and they have a gray. Both I think have been on back order for a while, but I'm going to try my luck again and see if I can go ahead and get that. But that has been on my wish list for a while. I literally almost had it, but it was a no-go because I just, you know, with the pandemic at the time and then ordering, everything was on back order. It just took so long. And I think what happened was I ordered it, honestly, and I think I talked about this before way back. I ordered that coffee table, I want to say like in March. And at the time it said June for delivery. Then it changed to July. Then it changed to October. And then it was like, okay, this is just not going to come. I was so upset. I was so upset. So either which way, I'm gonna try my luck again to try to get that coffee table. So last but not least, you guys, what is on my wish list, my mid-year wish list, is going to be the completion of my pantry. Okay, so we have opted to actually do this pantry ourselves. And there's nothing wrong with that because we actually did the laundry room ourselves. So once again, I am going to reiterate, if you want to see all of that happening, go ahead and go to my other channel, which is Home with Yancy Will, and you will see everything that has to do with everything about my home. So the pantry itself, with what we want to do, we are going to start prepping and preparing, just kind of like writing things down, deciding what we want to do in there. I'm going to kind of put up some pictures as far as like how I would like the pantry to look. We do have this window that's in the pantry, and it's cute and it's adorable. Brings in light. It's really nice. It's very airy in there and everything like that. But there's so many things that I would like to do. I would like to have a prep sink in there. I would also, you know, like to have upper cabinets, lower cabinets, and a countertop. Just a space to kind of like, you know, do all of the prep in there. So, you know, you can make your coffee in there, having like have a nice little coffee bar in there. You could actually, you know, make some toast, whatever it is. I want to put a fridge in there, microwave that kind of pulls out. So much I want to do with that. Okay, so either which way, with that being said, the pantry is the biggest thing that is going to be on my wish list. There's so much to do there that I think we probably won't get started until February, because if we do decide we want to get a sink in there, we're going to have to get a plumber, you know, so that cost, and then with that cost comes research, because I want to make sure that the person or people or company that I get, they're going to do a great job, because one thing I do not want is disaster. Don't want to deal with it. can't handle it or don't want to handle it. So either which way, there's a few things that we definitely can do ourselves. And I think if we decide to go ahead and go the route of doing it ourselves and we want to put a prep sink in, we might as well, we'll go ahead and go with a company, have them do that, and then we'll just do everything else to kind of like save on cost. But yeah. All right, you guys, that is it. That is my mid-year wish list. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you did, like I said, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, you guys, and most importantly, subscribe. Do not forget to hit that bell. That way you are notified each and every single time that I upload. That way I don't miss you, you don't miss me, and we're here. All right, so hopefully you guys enjoy the wish list. If you have one of your own, go ahead and let me know. Let me know what you thought about my wish list. Let me know if any of my items are on your wish list, you guys. Just go ahead and tell me. We can talk about it, we can discuss it, all right? And we can discuss these Chanel prices because they are out of control. And I'm sure before the year end, it's gonna go up again, all right? So either which way, that is it. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. And I will talk to you in the next video.